Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach Jeff Copper, and we're here today with Cindy Goldrich. Cindy, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
It's interesting that the label ADHD is not a label I think anybody really likes. I think everybody pretty much wants to get rid of it, although, just so you know, we can't really change the name right now because it's baked into so many laws and accommodations. If we were to change the name, we'd lose all that stuff, so we have to live with it. But Cindy, you work a lot with parents and kids, and calling it a deficit is so negative. I really like the concept as a parent to talk about it's an attention difference disorder.
Yes.
You want to talk to us about the concept of that and the power of that mindset shift in the relationship and working with kids.
Absolutely. You know, when I do my parenting work and when I teach teachers, I always start off by saying this. If I say the word spectrum, what do you think of? You think of autism. If we could put the word autism on the side for the moment and we claim the word spectrum, I think we're all on a spectrum.
Yep.
All our brains are different. We've got strengths, we've got weaknesses, we've got different character traits, everything else. We're all different. That whole idea of ADHD as a disorder, it's not a disorder, it's a different. There are wildly successful people who have ADHD. It doesn't impact your intelligence, it doesn't impact your potential, your interests, your creativity, all of that other stuff. So let's start reframing this and say, okay, where are the areas you're struggling? We talked the other day about the pause, right? The self-regulation. Let's address those things and not call it because if we call it a deficit, then we're already starting from a lower place.
So everybody, to me, it was funny because I stumbled on a YouTube video not that long ago that talked about mindset. And a defined mindset is how your mind is set up to think.
Yes.
And that was a paramount moment for me, is because mindset is how your mind set up to think. If we're setting up our mind up that this is a deficit and it's a negative type thing, it's going to dictate how we look and how we respond. If we set our mind up that this is just a difference, it changes the approach, it changes our language, it changes everything that we're doing. And in your work with kids, parents and kids, I can see how this is a real big difference. So if you're going to start helping them, you've got to set your mind up and set the child's mind up that this is a tension difference and not a deficit, because that mindset will dictate your behavior, your language, and your entire approach. And just this small thing over a long period of time can have a real impact on your connection with the kid, which we've talked about. That connection is the most important thing.
And you know what I'll add to that is, and you know this, what you pay attention to grows.
Yep.
So if what you're paying attention to is your child's, what they can't do, oh my God, they're so disorganized. Oh, they never get their work done. Oh my God, they're always yelling. That's what you're paying attention to, and you know what? That's what they're paying attention to. Whereas if you start paying attention to what they can do and shift your own mindset on, wow, look at what he did create. Okay, that was only in a minute of the day, but let's see how we can expand on that. Let's see how we can help him own that positive part of who he is. I have a very strength-based approach in my parenting work because that's what you want to do. You want to connect with them and help them feel like there's potential. Yep.
It's funny, I just wanted this one little thing is that kid sometimes that's got to learn, that's got to be moving and standing. It's a difference, it's not a deficit.
Exactly.
And to say, listen, I learned differently, I've got to stand up and I've got to pace in the back of class, or I've got to do something. Again, it's not a deficit, it's a difference. And if they embrace that difference, they can advocate for that difference, and it really changes the game. So I really wanted to convey everybody is you got to set up your mind the right way to work with kids, and they have to have that right mindset. If we can focus on this as a difference as opposed to a deficit, I think it lays the foundation for that connection and everything else, and everything from that can build on it. So,
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about that.
Absolutely. Please subscribe to our channel by hitting the button right there and leave comments. We're interested in your thoughts. Have you done this? If you have done it, tell us what experience that you had in the comment section again. So Cindy, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.